Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang forever. Yo, it's all this metamorphosis as the king takes his office. Keep my planets in orbit, never forfeit or quit. Who can't be held down by the laws of gravity? Watch for the llama in the temple trying to plot the tragedy. The game ain't quit, the high officials at the banquet. But attempting to hijack the Wu-Tang manual under this
Shit up from trends to rise to bracket. And big enough to fuck up anybody that wanna attack them. And that's cause the five boroughs are deep. Most of us are pink. True New York, nigga.
Boy, in battle for your formula. You pacify the lullaby from the black butterfly.
My official prediction for this race is
I'm not gonna son of a bitch. Losing, you're losing. Son of a you're losing. Pissed. Son of a bitch.
I don't know. And I'm going to stick with I don't know. It's something that I never ever say.
Son of
a because I just think that we don't have enough information. Anything is possible. So then Trump today, the maniac that he is, or yesterday, refers to Nancy Pelosi as the B word.
Bitch.
The B word? And then he said, he started fantasizing about putting Kamala Harris in the ring with Mike Tyson.
You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe.
Are you nuts? And the answer is yes, of course he's nuts. Right. The Democrats should be eternally embarrassed that they're not blowing this guy.
Absurd, but okay.
It's not at all absurd. This guy's a lunatic.
He is, but it's not a question of party.
They should have landslided him every single time.
Okay.
And the number one reason why I'm crossing those fingers is because 4 years with Donald Trump will be
utter chaos, anarchy, pilfering, oligarchy, amplified on steroids, putting his donors completely in charge of the government. Elon Musk will be in charge of domestic policy.
I mean, this is madness.
If Trump doesn't win, this is the last election.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think people, and a lot of people are waking up and realize that have been lifelong Democrats.
Well, Joe Rogan has officially endorsed Donald Trump. He said a lot of interesting things, including claiming that there will be no more elections if Kamala Harris gets elected. Because why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why don't we just engage in weird hyperbolic nonsense?
Rogan isn't really left or right. He has a ton of right-wing positions, you know, the anti-trans positions, blah, 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 right?
Anti-trans positions, blah, 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 right?
Previously on Dragon Ball Z.
We stand with trans people, yes, even trans athletes. That all goes away, and we stand with them no matter what. But you start to dabble, and you open up, everyone becomes genital police, and I just have to push back on that. And you've done it, Jane.
I totally
You've
disagree.
Done it.
I totally disagree. So, first of all, when you have an extreme position, you have an extreme position that says no, we don't ever ask anyone. And I think the Olympics position is actually absurd. They don't do any genetic testing, they don't do any testing. So you could, since they don't do any testing at all, you can just walk in, call yourself a female, not be trans. Trans people are actually-
Do it, Jane, do it.
Okay, yeah, all right, well you can say it, but then what's gonna happen?
Rugby,
Somebody's gonna do it,
rugby.
and they're gonna get away with it, and then everybody's gonna be furious, okay? It's, all right, I can't stand it. And it doesn't help trans people at all to have these extreme positions. Oh yeah, don't test anyone, just take their word for it. I think it's terrible politics.
It's not an extreme position, it comes from a position of human rights, and it does help all
people. It's not a human right to compete in the other genders'
What you see
sport.
there is what you just saw are women, are biological women, being attacked for being trans because of the anti-trans athletic narrative.
Okay, whatever. I'm happy to debate anybody about it. I think I don't agree, and you're never gonna get me to agree by saying it's the left-wing position, it's the pro-trans position. I don't think it's a pro-trans position at all.
You should just offer a platform, you don't have to agree.
All right, so when your opponent is in the middle of doing something radical, step out of the way and let them do it, instead of stepping in the way and saying, hey, I'm more radical. Okay, I think it's terrible politics. It's terrible for trans people, I think it's terrible for the LGBTQ community, and I think it's terrible for the people who are looking to defeat Trump. So can we please get out of the way and let the Republicans do the dumb things?
But he's pro-choice, he's, and sometimes he questions the corporate tax cuts, et cetera, et cetera. So he's not left or right really as much as he's populist. And it's so frustrating because Rogan is not a grifter. He has so much money, he doesn't need to grift, et cetera. He's just getting hoodwinked by both audience capture and guest capture because he has nonstop right wingers on.
This should not be a close election.
Senator Bernie Sanders is stating something that should be obvious to all voters in this country. Considering all of the baggage that comes along with Donald Trump, why exactly are Democrats having a difficult time beating him? The issue of taking big money and not representing the best interests of your base and your voters. But I also want to make a point about how, there's the fake unity message that we get time and time again from corporate Democrats who don't really want to unify the country.
Vice President Kamala Harris.
It's wonderful to be here, Steve. I love to see a man getting paid millions of dollars at his black job.
And I like to say a black thank you.
It's usually about, we need to, DEI unity into existence, but that's not the way it works.
How are you not winning by a landslide?
And so look, if Kamala Harris wins, it is going to be because a tsunami of women showed up to carry her to victory on their shoulders.
You can't be serious.
And I can't sympathize enough with women who say,
not that man, not that man another time.
What? Kamala Harris sent me, her team and the different PACs have sent me about 20 texts today. Give me money, give me money, give me money, okay? You already raised $1 billion. Give me money, give me money, give me money. You already raised $1 billion. Give me money, give me money, give me money. You already raised $1 billion. And so those little things, at least I'm grassroots, that's okay. You go and you say, give me money, give me money, give me money. You already raised $1 billion. You're still trying to get more donor money with a week left? No, turn and go and get voters. Get voters.
And go and get voters. Get voters. Turn and go and get voters. Get voters.
And how do you get voters? Give me money, give me money, give me money. You already raised $1 billion. 76% of Americans want to raise taxes on the rich. Did you know that?
They're
literally
rich.
Everyone on mainstream media is rich, right?
Yeah.
And every executive is rich. And so they're like, don't mention that. Because the Democrats love to use the boogeyman. And Trump was perfect for them. Such a monster that you couldn't possibly think about voting for him. But once you remove a monster like Trump, they're gonna have no excuses left.
Really? Come on.
So no, don't get me wrong. I'm not like hopeful about it.
I mean, think about, this is the thing that I'm concerned about, guys. Let's keep it real. At this point, every single Republican who could potentially run for the Republican ticket in the future has some relationship with Trump.
Did you know that?
And so, this is going to be the rallying cry for the Democratic Party in perpetuity.
Yeah, look, so the two sides drive me crazy.
Go focus on money in politics. Politics.
Here's money, you say what we want you to say. NBC News, ABC News, and CNN have all called Pennsylvania for Donald Trump. This election is over. Donald Trump is going to be the 47th president of the United States, and he has won re-election. So buckle up, brace for impact. We're going to have 4 years of anarchy and chaos.
Fire and brimstone.
40 years of darkness. Dead rising from the grave.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
It's a disaster, but I cannot imagine a scenario where Donald Trump does a good job and a Republican gets elected in 2028. My guess is that, someone that opposes him, the Democratic Party is so broken, I even hesitate in saying a Democrat will win. Someone will beat the Republicans in 2028 because of how badly Donald Trump is going to break this country. That's my prediction. Let's see what happens. I had no prediction in the election. It's going to be a disaster. But the most important part of this is the Democratic leadership, the Democratic Party, the establishment Democrats, they did this to you. They lost to that buffoon twice. So don't tell me how bad Donald Trump is. Don't tell me how crazy Donald Trump is if you lost to him twice. Twice. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't beat Donald Trump, who barely breaks double digits in IQ, who says the most outrageous, ridiculous things.
And you couldn't beat him.
Did you know that? They said that Joe Biden had these amazing legislative accomplishments. They never ran on him, and it turns out they weren't popular. Just like we told you here on the Young Turks. Give me money, give me money, give me money. Every Democrat and every liar on mainstream media told you they were God's gift to humanity and he was FDR 2.0. I told you it barely make a dent. Who was right and who was wrong? Give me money, give me money, give me money. At some point, you have to listen to people who have been right instead of people who have been wrong over and over and over again.
But I was wrong about that, okay? So I want to correct the record. I was, in fact,
wrong about that.
Don't mention that. And so then when they don't deliver for the voters, they go, him, it was their fault. Him, it was their fault. It was their fault. Him, it was their fault. Him, it was him, it was their fault. Him, it was him, it was their fault. And I guarantee you after this election, do you think that Kamala Harris and the rest are going to learn their lesson?
Is that the serious question?
There's no chance of that.
I'm shocked. This is shocking news. Shocking, I'm shocked.
Instead, they will blame their voters first. They'll talk about, oh, the Arabs and the Muslims, they were the problems in Michigan. They'll talk about young black men didn't turn out. Oh, women should have turned out more. Oh, we Latinos, how dare they go with a racist Donald Trump?
What is his authority to sit up here and spew all that's hateful? All Republicans are racist. Y'all are the problem. Y'all were the ones that's spewing all this hate and dividing everybody.
Lynn, do you support Donald Trump?
Yes, I like Donald Trump.
Well, that's why we think you're racist. Yeah.
And so like, I'm not, look, I get that tonight is depressing for a lot of people, but at the same time, I'm not shedding a tear for the Democrats, okay? They deserve this.
They're crooks, they're corrupt. So if you're voting for an establishment Democrat, they're gonna deliver donuts for you. Nothing. And they're gonna tell you, oh, the Republicans are bad guys. Him, it was, everybody's racist and sexist. It's their fault. Him, it was him. Well, that's why we think you're racist. You have to vote for me, otherwise you're guilty. It's all your fault. It's their fault. Him, it was. They're not smart, they're not honest, they're not competent, they're not the best of us, they're the worst of us. Well, that's why we think you're racist. If you don't change as Democratic voters, this is all you'll ever get. Loss after loss after loss. Eventually, they'll just lose to like an actual literal baboon. And they'll be like, I don't know. I raised $2 billion from the donors. I didn't do anything at all, but I raised so much money. I don't know how the baboon beat us 4 times. Maybe an orangutan. So go ahead, Democratic establishment guys, go cry, go cry. Well, it's because of you we lost this election. It's their fault. It's because of you we lost to the election in 2016. It's their fault. It was him. So we did it your way. Wall-to-wall losses.
America has given us an unprecedented wow, that's good. I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
First Lady, I don't know if you know that. There she is. I haven't seen her in a couple of months.
She's like, great, we're doing this again?
Yeah. I will write another book.
The Trump, who did you say? Oh, let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon.
He's an awful person, but he's fun. Elon. Like, why does he talk like that? Yeah. But I love it. I love that he talks like that. Elon. Elon.
I want to thank you. I will not let you down. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer.
You already said that.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Safer and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you and God bless America. Thank you very much.
Thanks, God. Okay, So there you have it. Donald Trump has won the 2024 election. Let's hope that our graphic is wrong and that it's not the final election. Anna made a great point during his speech. Hey, what happened to all the undocumented immigrants that were supposed to vote for the Democrats? I thought we were flying them to all the swing states. That's what Elon said.
Elon.
And he said, the Democrats are going to steal the election. Donald Trump said it was rigged. Alex Jones said we're all going to be in FEMA camps. None of those things ever happened, but the right-wing voters never catch on. Okay.
It's disappointing. I like politics. I love this, and then I see that speech, and I think that's not a president. That's not who I wanted to see win. Forget Democrat or Republican. It would have been nice to see somebody say something about his opponent, to be gracious in victory, and
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't. This was a landslide. This was a huge victory. I was wrong. I said I thought it would be close, which it was, but that's a lazy piece of analysis.
But to be fair, he did bring up Dana White.
Cocaine isn't cheap. It's expensive. Got to make money.
Thanks, Dana.
Yep.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, Anna.
I take solace in knowing that the vast majority of American voters actually do agree on the important policy issues. Poll after poll shows that when it comes to bread and butter issues, there's widespread agreement. When it comes to corruption in America, there's widespread agreement. And so the only thing that I would just urge people to do is don't lash out at voters. Yeah, I'm better than you, okay? Much better than you. You are garbage. And that's rich coming from me because in 2016, I certainly lashed out at voters.
Oh, the trolls got so sensitive about that. We can't have a woman telling us that she thinks she's better than us. In reality, I was addressing a very specific group of people who were clearly sensitive to me calling them out and referring to them as what they really are. Garbage.
Garbage. Garbage.
And I think that was misplaced anger.
You figured that out just now?
I mean, he angers everybody, whether it's establishment Democrats or, establishment Republicans who he refers to as rhinos. I mean, think about the number of people who tuned in to our live stream tonight specifically to watch us melt down, right?
Who, me?
There's a pleasure that comes with that because, why? Just because they hate us? Or is it because they feel that the politics that have been, emphasized in this country, the politicians who have been supported and uplifted in this country haven't really worked out so well for them? I think that's something that we need to come to terms with, and people are gonna get upset about this, but I'm gonna say it. I think that it's cheap politics, and I think it's pathetic to just constantly lash out as, yeah, I'm better than you. These people are all racist and sexist, and that's the only thing that explains it. If you're gonna keep, going in that direction, I think we're gonna keep losing.
Wow, look at you.
Okay, so you see the honest show we do. I mean, we spared no one here, and we pulled no punches, and we told you who we thought was responsible for the loss. And we're honest about Trump and the Democrats, et cetera. If you're gonna trust one news show, we're it. Give me money, give me money, give me money. So now my last thought is, guys, I find myself in a weird mood. Give me money, give me money, give me money. I thought I'd be angrier or sadder, but I'm not at all sad. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up the pieces. Give me money, give me money, give me money. The American people chose Donald Trump, period. We don't like it, I don't like it, but that was their choice and they made it. Give me money, give me money, give me money. So that's what we're gonna do every single day here. We're gonna give you the honest news as we did throughout this election, and we're gonna try to make the world a little bit better, okay? Give me money, give me money, give me money. Members, we got a little extra bonus episode for you guys, mainly celebrating you. We'll be right back to do that. There's always a feeling at the end of an election when Democrats lose of like, well, I guess there was nothing we could have done. No, that's not remotely true. You could have actually run a real campaign. No, they'll never figure it out. Never figure it out. And so, guys, it also matters how you talk about things. So it's one thing to go,
I have a good plan on housing, and then and here's my anodyne, normal, boring, dull ad on it. Maybe, right?
It's another thing to go,
I'm gonna get those son of a bitch Wall Street guys.
Now, if you tell a Democrat that, they go, no, that's so uncivil. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Please, no, that's so uncivil, right? The average American wants you to be pissed.
Be pissed.
Because they're pissed because they can't afford houses anymore. Every person I talk to.
Man, I can't buy a house. I got a decent job. I got a good job. I'm really, lucky, happy, etc. I got a good family, but it's impossible. It's impossible. I'll never be able to buy a house.
I heard that everywhere. Imagine if somebody said,
I'm not gonna stand for it. I'm not gonna stand for it.
We had houses, you're gonna have a house. And if I gotta go after every son of a bitch on Wall Street,
then that's what I'm gonna do, okay? Bitch.
Oh, no way. There's a 0% chance any weak Democrat will ever do that for you.
Bitch.
They'll never fight for you. They'll never fight for you. They'll never fight for you. And they'll never fight for you. They'll never fight for you. They'll never fight for you. And that's why they keep losing to ridiculous, moronic clowns. They'll never fight for you. They'll never fight for you. They'll never fight for you like Donald Trump. How do you lose to a guy like that? Twice. You think they'll learn anything? They'll learn nothing. Nothing. They'll never fight. They'll never fight for you. They'll never fight for you. How do you lose to a guy like that? Twice. They'll learn nothing. What did Steve Cohen say today? I mean, look, I like the brother because he's honest, but Congressman Cohen came on here and said, we need to raise more money. Give me money. Oh, come on, Jesus Christ. Son of a bitch. There's a Washington mind virus. Money. Give me money. Money. Money's supposed to lead to victories. You raised $1 billion. Where the F is our victory? One more thing. Money. Give me money. Money. Give me money. Give me money. One more thing. What I wanted to say to them is try to pass paid family leave in the middle of the election. Again, they would have been like, oh, that's like 1% risk. No, that's so risky. No. Be civil. Don't do anything. Bitch. Nope. Nothing. And they would never do that because they're not that smart. I hear, oh, they're so smart. No, these Democratic leaders are simpletons. They're servants of the donor class. So they go in there, they're like,
oh, donor, give me money, please. And I made an ad. I'm Kamala Harris. I'm full of joy.
Okay, well, what did that get you? And they say, oh, Jake, you're too angry. Too angry? What?
Pissed.
You think, does Donald Trump look like a bitch? He's kind? Does he look like a bitch? He's in a good mood? I mean, no, people want a bitch to fight for them. Look, I have no interest in listening to a single Democratic politician ever again. They can go kiss my ass. They can do whatever they want, and we never listen to them anyway, and they hate us because we're right and they're wrong. They're always wrong, and they hate us for being right, okay? And so if you say it's super hard to beat them in a primary because of the
lying sons of bitches
on mainstream media who will smear you to no end, who will fight harder against progressives and populists than Republicans or Donald Trump or anyone else, well, brothers and sisters, nobody said life was fair. So we got to go fight that mainstream media. We got to destroy that mainstream media that is filled with lies on top of lies about how the politicians are so honest and the donors have no control over policy. They have 100% control over policy. Everyone in mainstream media is a liar. Liar. Who goes,
oh, well, here's a bill. Well, I'm not going to talk about the donors at all. Oh, I think they're having an ideological debate. Oh, look at that. The donor class won the ideological debate again.
These Democratic leaders are the most useless people on earth. If they're not all fired, the Democratic Party is out of its mind. You need to fire them. You need to fire them. You think the Democratic consultant class that have been robbing you blind this entire time is gonna go, oh, I guess we were the problem? Ass. No, you have to fire them. Ass. So the next time that some son of a bitch, and the Democratic Party tells you,
oh no, be a good boy and girl, be civil, and vote for Democratic leaders. They know what they're doing.
Those are the same goddamn liars that told you that Joe Biden was totally fine. Ass. Wakey, wakey. I need to wake you up out of the hypnosis that you're in, that Morning Joe and The View and all of mainstream media has put you in. They're lying to you. Why do you think they keep losing? And all they ever do is deliver loss after loss after loss, loss after loss after loss. These guys are obvious liars. Fire them all. Fire them all. And if you don't, okay, then keep losing to buffoons, to ass. Keep losing and losing and losing, keep losing and losing and losing, and never figuring it out. It's the goddamn corruption. All the stupid donor money, money. Give me money, give me money, give me money. All it's ever done is lead to more losses. So if you don't fire them, you have no one to blame but yourself. Bitch, did you know that?
Resurrecting infector, from Shaolin to the holy city of Mecca. Fuck all that slipping and inching. I'm rapping loose snatches, staying greasy. This shit ain't easy. I'm coming real hot. Serious as the 4-5. The big streets of ego, the cream more live. Fuck it, it's my home. Hate it or appreciate it. It's the Torah 8 million story orientated. Designated and made. Real renegades. To explore the regions that was uncharted. Leave your heart broken. Till I stand tall like buildings on Van Dykes or mics. Beat strike like a noisy 4-train late night. Chase got New York looking like we out of state. Can't smoke a bone in the stair chase without getting chased. Chase.
Out Benny, you mix this up, mash this up. Out Benny, mash this up in his TYT mashups, which are very entertaining, and I highly recommend you watch it. Out Benny.
Money.